All right, guys, let's get into it. So we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles, the Super Bowl that nobody wants. You can't tell me that anyone outside of Philadelphia or Kansas City wants to watch the Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles again, especially the Chiefs. Nobody wants to see Patrick Mahomes win again. Nobody wants to see the refs influence the game again. Nobody wants to see the BS calls. Nobody wants to see Travis Kelce. Nobody wants to see Taylor Swift. Nobody wants to see Jackson Mahomes. Nobody wants to see the Chiefs. And for the Eagles have the most annoying, worst fans out of all sports. Nobody wants to hear them if they win the championship. I feel like this game is a lose-lose for fans. Everyone wanted to see either like the Lions, Buffalo, the Redskins. They're all more likable teams. These were, to me, the two least likable teams. I can't stand the Eagles fans. They're so annoying. God, they always are talking. They're always being annoying. And we know what's going to happen. They're not going to beat the Chiefs because they have Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. He's good, but he's not that good because he's only good with amazing talent around him. He went to the Alabama of the NFL with that loaded Eagles roster. And we'll see in a few years when they have to pay all these defensive guys how that roster is going to look, and we'll see how he looks. Shoot, they're going to have to pay Saquon again soon because Saquon's going to want a new contract after his year, and he deserves it. So we'll see how that goes. But I can't stand the Eagles. God, they're so annoying. And then the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is the most annoying player. So it's just like, who wants to see this? I've watched every single Super Bowl my whole life. And this year I might not tune in because I really could care less about either team and could care less about the storyline. Let's watch Patrick Mahomes try to do a three-peat because the NFL made a three-peat happen and they give him all these calls, and you can find clips and clips and clips and clips online on YouTube of him getting calls and them winning games for no reason. So it's like, come on, man. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see him, he's falling down and the player hits him very softly and they call a 15-yard penalty. Or last night we saw in the Eagles game, the smallest corner hit Saquon Barkley as he was going out of bounds, and they called a 15-yard penalty. You could tell from the beginning of both of these games last night who the NFL wanted in the Super Bowl. They're trying to make this Eagles-Chiefs a new rivalry. I guess it's going to be like, I don't know, Colts, Patriots or something. That's a bad example, but, somebody like Tom versus Peyton Manning. But to me, Jalen Hurts is not in the class of Patrick Mahomes. That's why it was cool, him versus Josh Allen. They're in the same class, but they're in the same division. Conference. And, yeah, this matchup just sucks. I'm just not really looking forward to it at all. I'm not looking forward to hearing the Eagles fans' mouth if they win. But I will say this. If I had to choose a lesser of the two evils, I would choose the Eagles. And that's because Patrick Mahomes, to me, they're putting him in rare air. They're saying, he's the GOAT. He's the next greatest player. He's not, though. He's 0-2 in the playoffs against Tom Brady. Okay? We saw when he faced Tom Brady or even Joe Burrow, who Joe Burrow's never had a good team. He lost. So, when he faces, the Bills have always been cursed. The Bills have always not been able to win. That's just the Bills. So we can't expect them to beat them. We saw this before in the 90s when they had Jim Kelly and they went to all them Super Bowls and lost. It's just the Bills' way. But I feel like if you look at how the refs call the games for the Chiefs, they want them to win. And it all started, a few years back with that whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift bullcrap. The first one I'll give him. He won the first championship by himself. He was good, up-and-coming quarterback, amazing. He's got Andy Reid as a coach. He's got a talented roster around him. But then after that, they started seeing the narrative, especially when he lost to Tom Brady. They said, okay, well, we have to hand the baton off to somebody since Tom's going to retire and Tom's our main guy. So then they decided it would be him, and then they started giving him call after call after call after call after call. And it's just annoying. Nobody wants to see it. When is it going to stop? Hopefully it stops in the Super Bowl and the Eagles win because He doesn't deserve a three-peat. To me, he's not even three-peat level talent. When you watch him play, yeah, the stuff he does amazing, but all the little running around and all that stuff, 10 years ago, 15 years ago in the NFL, he would have got his head took off and he wouldn't be doing all that. And it's just annoying how soft they've made the game to where these quarterbacks can just run around and throw defenders off them, because if the defender lands on them, it's a penalty. If the defender hits their legs low, it's a penalty. If the defender hits their head, it's a penalty. The defender only has a 5-inch radius where they can hit the quarterback. What sense does that make? That makes it so unfair to the defenses. And it's just disgusting to see. And then we got Jalen Hurts on the other side. How, as an Eagles fan, I ask you guys, how can you count on him? We saw him in big games before. He doesn't get it done. The only way, that he can get it done is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has carried him this whole season, and I'm guessing he'll continue to carry him. I really hope he does, and I hope that he carries him to a championship, because I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes win another championship. I don't want to see his annoying wife up there. I'm sorry, no. So hopefully Saquon Barkley, you can get it done. Saquon Barkley has been highly motivated this year. I bet he won't win MVP because it has to go to a quarterback. Oh, they're going to give it to the loser Lamar, who loses every year in the playoffs. And, it was Mark Andrews' fault, but Lamar had multiple turnovers. Like, come on, man. Clearly the best player in the NFL this year is Saquon Barkley, and he should win the MVP. But he's not going to, because the NFL has a problem where they only give quarterbacks awards, and the favoritism towards quarterbacks has just gone too far. And the watching the games, it's almost painful to watch. Linebackers and defensive ends, they're going half speed because they're so scared to hit the quarterback. Or that whole thing that Patrick Mahomes loves to do where he pumps fakes when he's running, or he pumps fakes like he's going to slide. Man, I know that some of y'all guys are older and y'all remember back in the day when Tom Brady got his head took off. I think it was against the Bills. And it wasn't even a penalty. Literally got almost decapitated, and it wasn't even a penalty. And he was trying to slide. Imagine if they did that to Patrick Mahomes nowadays, they would be out of the league. But that's what needs to happen, because these guys are running around doing all this stuff. Oh, they're so amazing. No, it's the rules. It's not really the player, it's the rules. If you would have implemented these rules with Michael Vick, God, he would have had 10 championships, because nobody would have been able to touch him, and he would have just ran around all day. Like, come on. And the same with Jalen Hurts, that whole tush-push thing, like, clearly something's up with that. I mean, Josh Allen does it pretty well too, but I feel like that play should be illegal, because the defense already has so much against them that y'all made another play to where the offense can kind of seems like a cheating play, and they're able to get away with it because the NFL stands for offense now, and they hate defense, and not for long. Because I feel like that sports are going to go back to physicalness, or people are going to stop watching. You saw what happened to the NBA when the physicalness got so low and it's boring that nobody watches. So the NFL better take notes, and they better get right. But for the Super Bowl, I'm going for the Eagles, because I can't stand to see Patrick Mahomes again. And I can't stand to see his wife, and I can't stand to see Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift. And everyone knows that they're not even that good of a team this year, and they don't deserve to win a three-peat. So Saquon, it's all on you, buddy. Get it done. All right, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me who you think's going to win the Super Bowl. It's Bias Sports. I'm out.